There are so many groups out there. So I'm sure like coming up with that style, that the genre that group is gonna have is such a big decision, such a big important one too. But before you started recording music, what discussions were had about that style that you wanted to show as a group?
Okay, so when discussing style, we all talk a lot about our style and agree that the concepts A2O May represents is uniquely just A2O May, and there are no pre-existing categories that we can be placed in.
And I think as a girl group and as global idols, we want to express that there are certainly no limitations that we cannot exceed. So whether it's vocal range, dance styles, or aesthetics, it's the best feeling to be able to show who we really are.
When I saw the word Zalpha pop, I immediately knew what it meant. But that is kind of that blend of Gen Z, Gen Alpha. But if you had to explain that genre in just 3 words to people who may not have heard it before, what would those words be?
Maybe bigger, better, and better.
I think it's so hard to define Zalpha pop in just 3 words, but if I have to choose, I would like say Zalpha pop is diverse, major, and performance.
And then because as like the Chinese music industry is so big on its own, the US industry is so big on its own, breaking into both of the charts at the same time is such a big achievement. So I want to congratulate you on that. But how do you balance like appealing to 2 very different markets? And what have you seen or what do you think are the biggest differences between that Chinese and American market?
Well, breaking into both the US and Chinese charts at the same time is an incredible honor for us, and we know the 2 markets have different cultures and preferences, so we are focusing on showing who we are as artists while staying open and adaptable. And rather than trying to fit into one style, we want to create music and performances that connect with people everywhere, and while trying to deliver a message that anyone can vibe with, everyone can vibe with. Yeah.
You just mentioned it, but Bigger, Badder, Better, you just released that song pretty recently, and the lyrics and the message are very easy to understand. But what makes you, as an artist or a person, feel bigger, badder, and better?
Performing on stage, like connecting with our manias, and just being by each other's side are all things that made us feel bigger, better, and better.
And when listening to your music, I have to say one of my favorite lines from your songs, probably one of my favorite lines of any song, was "Swerving on these chickens, cluck out my lane." But I wanted to know, what is your favorite line from your songs and why?